Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. You can do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman for some fantastic beard products that'll make your beard look and smell great. You can also go to TCG Player using the affiliate link below and shop there to help support the show. And last but absolutely not least, go to greyvikinggames.com with the link below to get those sweet arena codes. What is up, Planeswalkers? Theric 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today, we're playing Death and Taxes, as it is Death and Taxes Saturday. Let me just check. I'm recording this on Friday, which means tomorrow is Saturday, which means it's Death and Taxes Saturday. Now, technically speaking, this is Death and Taxes deck. I prefer to call this Human Hatebears, though, because it somewhat dials back some of the more obvious keynotes of Death and Taxes in favor of adding in more human synergy. So this is built upon the previous Death and Taxes deck build that I've been using, but just adding in more human support and then a couple of new cards from Innistrad. So we still have the 4 Esper Sentinels. 1, it's a human. 2, it's an annoying tax creature that can be buffed not only by Luminarch Aspirant now, but also Thalia's Lieutenant, which is very awesome. We have a single Giant's Killer. It's just essentially a 1-of that we can fetch with the Ranger-Captain of Eos, like we can do for Thraben Inspector as well. If we're in a situation where, like, we don't need a tax, we don't really need a removal spell, and we don't have all that much to protect, you get the Thraben Inspector essentially as a 6 mana 3/3 that ETB draws a card. We also have 2 Selfless Saviors. We had to cut down in order to maintain that 8 1-drop ratio, but this should be nice. We have 2 Fateful Absence in the main deck. We have moved Containment Priest fully to the side because I did want to try Fateful Absence in the main deck, so I could essentially see it hopefully more frequently. It just destroys a creature or planeswalker. It's great. It's instant speed. It's great. It's 2 mana. Whatever, but it's great. For Luminarch Aspirant, you all know why this is here. It's a human. It buffs our creatures. For Thalias, there have been a lot of Izzet, like, Phoenix-style, Delvery, nonsense Garbo decks. Thalia helps against that. Turning 1-mana things into 2-mana things is really, really bad for them. 3 Thalia's Lieutenant. I really wanted 4, but then I was like, I don't want to do another, like, Theric 6 special where I play 61 cards. This should be 4. I didn't want to cut anything else down, so it's out 3 right now. Yeah, ETBs makes all of our other humans bigger that are already in play, and then as you cast more humans, as more of them enter play, which is actually more important, this thing gets bigger, which is awesome. We have a lot of ways of having humans in play, like having the majority of the creatures in our deck be human. Was that 9 non-humans? Speaking of non-humans, we have 2 Archon of Emeria. I had to cut this down in order to fit more of the human-centric stuff in there. This is kind of the thing I was talking about, where it's a little bit less, like, Hatebears and Death and Taxes are essentially, like, on a spectrum. And I guess you could also have, like, White Weenie as a scale there as well. Yeah. So, you know, this is a little bit closer to the Hatebear side, and a little bit under on the White Weenie side. There's more tricks. So White Weenie would be, like, very much just essentially all aggro, and it kind of slides down into being more control-y and more, like, tricksy with ETB stuff. That's how I'm choosing to view this. Yeah, Archon of Emeria is just very helpful against decks that want to cast a lot of things a lot. 3 Blade Splicers. It's a human that comes with a 3/3. That is first strike in conjunction with Thalia. That's a pretty good. 3 Elite Spellbinders. It's a human. When it ETBs, you make your opponent angry. 3 Ranger-Captain of Eos. It's a human that when it ETBs, it gets you value, and you can sack it to make your opponent hate you. We have 2 Skyclave Apparitions. It still works nicely with Restoration Angel, but it is not a human, and frankly, the human versions of this card are just not as good, so it's still worthwhile playing these. Restoration Angel can blink our stuff. We get extra buys of this, or, you know, this, or this, or this, or what you can really do here is, when you blink a human, you make this bigger as well. It's cool. It's also a flash creature, which can be helpful against control. We have modified the land base once again, down to 23 lands. And instead of having the dragons, because Faceless Haven is a human, and because Castle Ardenvale makes humans, I've decided to go back to a 5-land count for these with 18 snowlands. Sideboard, very similar. A few things change here and there. We still have the Paladin class against the instant speed preferred decks. Grafdigger's Cage against Graveyard and Library Shenanigans. 2 Containment Priest against just nonsense generally. Just if there's nonsense going on, she comes in. Single Rest in Peace against Graveyard Shenanigans, where we want to just yeet their graveyard completely. Weathered Runestone, Graveyard Deck Shenanigans. Drannith Magistrates. I mean, this is great for graveyard stuff potentially, but also it's fantastic for decks that cast things from exile, decks that flashback, cast from library, blah blah blah, all that stuff. 2 Sungold Sentries. I just wanted to try this card out. Theoretically, this should be helpful against graveyard decks, and the fact that she is a mana sink can be decent, at least on paper. I wanted to give her a try. 2 more Archon of Emeria and 2 Skyclave Apparitions, because in certain matchups these cards are integral. So let's hop into the game. I did not play any practice ones with this, but we are doing traditional. I called them Hatred Humans instead of Hate Bears because this is humans, so it's Hatred Humans. I'm cool. I'm with it. Tucka, tucka, tucka. I don't think I renewed my... I didn't. I did not refresh my water. Slick Samos asked on the Discord server. By the way, I have a Discord channel. Link in the description below. Head over to Alara Ask 6. And you can ask me questions that I will answer. Most likely, I'm going to be moving that to almost primarily stream, unless it's, some sort of pseudo-announcement. We're going to re-queue, I guess. Slick asks, will you be doing a review of new cards for DnT? What I'll be doing is, later today, which is the day I stream, Saturday, I will have that as a segment, and then I'll clip that out of that and put it up on YouTube. So it's going to be essentially the same thing, that I just post to YouTube, but it's not going to take up like a normal video slot. I'm thinking that Sundays are kind of just going to be random stuff. It's going to be VODs sometimes. It's going to be random decks some other times. It's whatever I want to put there on Sundays. I'm also thinking I'm going to slightly decrease the schedule. This hand is bad. Oh, you mulligan? I'll mulligan as well. This hand is good. I'm keeping this. But what do I yeet? I think we yeet the Blade Splicer. All of them were strong in a vacuum. A Boreal Grazer. What land do you put into play? Simic. Alright. Shuffler's fine. Yeah, Wednesday's always going to be Bolas, essentially. And Saturday's always going to be Death and Taxes. I just think those are the ones that are going to maintain consistency here. Wait, what? Did I draw a card from this? I guess I did. Is this a lands deck? Simic lands? Do the ramp decks play this nowadays? Okay, they have 1 card left. I have to see what it is. Control this creature with haste, power and use another land. Okay, so it just becomes a big creature, I guess. Sure. I still feel like I need to see what my opponent has. Alright. Make her a little bit more expensive. No attacks, because I can't get through. Soon as going to get a forest. It'd be a 5/5 right now. If they get another land, it'd be a 6/6. Okay. You're going to make a 6/6 breeding pool. Sure. I'll take it. I won't be happy about it, but I'll take it. We're going to do this. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to double down. I could Ranger-Captain of Eos and grab Giant Killer. Then on the following turn, use Chop Down to destroy Breeding Pool. It's cost them 7. So they could potentially play it next turn. I think that's the line. I think that's the line. And I will attack with a Spellbinder. Alright, cool. I mean, they have plenty of life. So... okay. It's a 7/7. I could take 10. I'm not terribly afraid of burst damage. Cool. So I can take 3 here.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Luminarch Aspirant is also pretty cool. That must die. Do this. Ah, pa, pa, pa. So they're probably, yeah, they'll block with the Boreal Grazer. They don't block with the island. She's down to 2. She'll probably end up dying next turn. At present, I'm not terribly concerned. I assume they're going to pay the 2. Only one of their lands, so it didn't really matter all that much. But yeah, the thing is, they have to top deck something good. They can, obviously. But I do have to Giant Killer. So as long as I can get this online early-ish, I should be fine. Next turn, I'll be on 6 mana. No, I'm good, thanks. I'll take 6. I'll go to 5. Like, I'm not worried about burst damage from this deck. Okay. 6 mana. I definitely want to get Giant Killer down this turn. Do 3. And I couldn't get another Sentinel down, which I think is fine. So I think I'm going to Splice Blades. And then Aspirant. I'm also not really concerned if my opponent bounces the board. So next to combat, I will put a 1/1 counter on... let's see. 4/4. Let's do my Golem. Just to have more 4s. Kill her. But I'm not going to attack with anything else. I don't want to trade one of these for any of their stuff. And I essentially can just start whittling down with my Golem and my Spellbinder. They attack here. I find that okay, cool. I was going to say, I find that very interesting. We'll see how it plays out for you. Alright. So, they're a searchy ramp deck. Searchy ramp deck. This is non-land? It's non-land. I hate you. Can't cast spells from anywhere in their hands. Yes, unfortunately, none of my sideboard cards are great. Is anything in my main deck particularly bad against this deck? I guess Skyclave Apparition? Well, no, Skyclave can hit the thing. So maybe I take out Archon? Because my opponent did have a lot of basics. I mean, they had some non-basics, but they're going to be mostly basics, and they're not really casting multiple things at a time. So I think what I want to do is yeet that. Just double checking. Yeah, that's all like fine. So I think I'm just going to add the apparitions in here, just because it can get rid of the blockers in terms of the Arboreal Grazer, but it can also get rid of Druid class. So I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, seems reasonable. Seems like a reasonable decision. Waiting on my opponent, thank you. I can't keep this. Ooh. Oh. That has to be new, right? This little investigate thing. Did they mulligan again? Yeah, we're both just drawing not great. Oh, okay. See, this is fine for me. I'm going to yeet the apparition here. I'm planning on playing Giant Killer on turn 1. Sure. It's possibly incorrect, but... So my opponent mulliganed at least twice. It seems like they're rolling in the deep to see if they want to mulligan again, or they're determining which cards to put on the bottom. But they'll be at most starting with 5 cards here. Okay. Potentially have some ramp. Do have access to Fateful Absence on turn 2, in case I need some nonsense to be on. Okay, Field of Ruin. Man, I mean, we passing. This is instant, baby. I don't expect. So does this get a blue or a green? It gets a blue. Okay. And they didn't wait, which I felt was kind of strange. Cultivate, sure. But yeah, I'm just gonna bring in Spellbinder. I'm gonna bring in JJ Bittenbinder. Take out whatever they plan on casting. Then I'm gonna swing with a Grazer to show me who's boss. Disgusting. Well, Spellbinder. Okay. Trying to target non-creature spell. I have 2 non-creature spells in the main deck. They top deck them as a you little thing. That's fine. I have a Fateful Absence.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Right, I'm good. Also, they tapped poorly because they could have held up this counterspell. Yeah, I can take 3 damage fine. Yeah, I'm actually going to attack first. I assume they're going to block. They didn't block.
How rude!
Could do this on their draw step. This is just non-creature, right? Yeah, so I'm going to do this on their draw step. I'm going to flash in Restoration Angel, get an additional look with Elite Spellbinder. It also gives me the ability to block the forest. Yeah, I think that's the most efficient line. I don't know if it's the best line. Now they can have their forest fight the Spellbinder, but that takes up essentially their entire turn? Well, I guess not. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they would have 6 green, I guess, so never mind. But do they do it? They decide not to. I'm happy about that. Maybe it's because they have nothing in hand. Yep, they had nothing in hand. Still, I still think that was the correct decision. Now we have a blocker for a land. We have 2 flying creatures to hit Nissa with. I can only assume that my opponent is going to fight my Restoration Angel. I'm blocking the island. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense, dude. Alright, I should have Skyclaved first, I think. Because now they're gonna fight the Spellbinder. Oh, they're just gonna let it through again. Okay.
Enough.
Yeah, on their turn, I'm gonna blow up their island. Ooh. Maybe I should just wait. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait. Come on, fire it off, dude. Fire it off. Good. Animate a land.
Behold,
Target my
nature's
Spellbinder or something.
true power.
I would like to kill one of your lands. Coward! I'm gonna block this. I can take 6. I will control the board. Come on. Forced. Hitting something. Who cares? Going for Blade Splicer? You're just letting it happen. I mean, they have a lot of, Now, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. I'm so very confused.
I cannot protect you anymore.
You don't have blue now, dude. You just don't have blue anymore. I'm just gonna cast this Thalia. I now have 5 power worth of blockers. First strike blockers. You don't have blue. You let me blow up your blue. Like, what? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, I should probably add my reaction to that. Alright. I have 24 player draft tokens. I have 24 player draft tokens. I don't like limited. Like, if I got a 50% win rate from those 24 tokens, like, how much, like, gold value or gem value am I missing out on, right? Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm gonna keep... We should get one more land, since we're going... yeah. Okay, we got another land. So we play Thalia on turn 2. And hope things go well. Right, I play Thalia on turn 2. I assume this is for the new opt. Soul Guy Lantern, this is main deck. Main deck hate against the other version, I suppose. Oh, there's Cast Delver. Okay. Just play this. Bother the hell out of my spell opponent's deck. I assume they're going to be... I just need them not to... Okay, they didn't blind flip. That's very helpful. But I assume they have a shock here for Thalia. Just gonna pay 2 for a single damage thing. Or not. Pretty good. That is pretty good for me. We're going to Ranger-Captain of Eos, grabbing probably... Ooh. We're going to Spellbinder. Yeah. I mean, even though this costs 3, making it cost more is fantastic. Because Bomat Courier, I can just block. I also just have a natural way to block Delver if they blind flip it. They can't activate Den yet. Sure, they'll play that. I do not care at all. Okay, look, it's a Lond. It's a Hans Lond. Sure, it's a Bomat Courier. But why? I guess they're just gonna gamble to get a good card. Yeah, that's fine. Did you get what you were looking for, son? Oh my goodness. So I could Resto Angel. Or I could just cast Archon. I'm gonna Resto Angel. And here's my thought process, right? If my opponent has a removal spell, which is the main thing I care about, do they blind flip? They do, okay. So they do have removal spell. So if they try to removal spell on my Thalia or my Elite Spellbinder, I save it, and now they can't even attack with Insectile Aberration. Going to let them surveil first. Because I don't want them to know that my Thalia isn't going to die. Okay, so that can resolve. I'd like to keep my Thalia around, please. Oop. So I assume I think they should attack here. Yeah. Do I kill the Aberration, or do I kill a Chandler? I think I kill a Chandler Bing. Ranger-Captain of Eos. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Oh yeah, no, I didn't play Archon, so I don't have to worry about not being able to cast the thing I'm getting. I was thinking about getting Esper Sentinel, but at this point, I think I do want Selfless Savior here. Savior allows me to just block neatly with any of these cards, protects the rest of my creatures, and yeah, I can just leave these on blocks and not really worry too much about it. My opponent has to pay 5 for this, right? Like, that's awful. They play a Delver? Sure, I do not care. And I'll let my Spellbinder die. Like, I don't care about it, really. Three mana for that. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. I assume they're going to have a land. Here. Okay. You can't cast anything for free. I don't understand. That must have just been a misclick, I guess? I don't get it. Let's see. Yep, Unholy Heat. I just wonder if Rest in Peace is worth running. I don't think these are. I do like the apparitions here. I think Sungold Sentinel. The issue is I also think Drannith Magistrate. Well, I guess the only thing I've seen that could hurt them from Drannith Magistrate would be Expressive Iteration, so maybe I don't go that deep. So if we're doing just this, right, Sungold Sentinel can help a little bit with the, like, targeted graveyard stuff. If we're doing this, we don't get rid of Archon, do we? Because this deck likes to cast a lot of spells. I like the Apparition. The Apparition just gets rid of their stuff. Ranger-Captain's value. Spellbinder might not be as good, because they have so many low-value spells generally. I mean, like, most of these are 1s. Obviously, like, going 1 to 3 is a big deal, but it's not as important, I think, as having the extra removal. So I think we're going to yeet the Spellbinder completely. Fateful Absence is still good. Luminarch Aspirant can get out of control. Resto Angel. Resto. No, I think Resto's still good. Especially since this is on ETB as well. I think I'll cut a single Aspirant, just kind of trim it. I think we're going to keep the Archons at 2, though. And since we won game 1, we have a little bit of leeway there. I don't have any water left. I have to get the dregs, man. I'm gonna have some apple juice. Why? Faceless Haven, you betrayed me. I'll keep this. Goodbye, land. Another Sentinel. You'll love to see it. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Blind Flip Delver, always good to see. They should kill my Sentinel. They did not kill my Sentinel. That is a mistake. I think. Yeah, I still think this is the correct decision. I'm gonna do this and then this. Protection from white. Well, ain't that a... I can't block. I still need to get some chip damage in. So they have that's 3, 6, 7 damage on me. Okay, we're just gonna die. Unchained Berserker. Huh. All right, fair play. Human decks aren't unpopular, but essentially, if they cast a spell, a non-creature spell, I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna draw 2 cards actually. Pretty sick. They're keeping the Berserker back to block, which I think is correct. 31. I need a flyer. Is this stupid? Maybe. Alright. Hope they don't have a counterspell. The idea here is we play Restoration Angel, flicker our Thalia's Lieutenant, because they theoretically could kill us here. Actually, if they have a single spell, I'm dead. So I think I'm dead. Yeah, I think because of the Unchained Berserkers, I'm just dead. Oh, yes, leave one back. Leave one. Yes, yes, leave them both back, you fool. Oh, this is awesome. I'm so glad they let those back. I'm doing this one because it gives me more overall, I think. I'd like to block this. So they can block. Okay. So, what's the maximum I can do here? If I animate this, they block this and this. They take 1, 2, 3, 6. That's not enough. If I Ranger of Eos into... You don't gain me life, do you? No, you don't. If I Ranger of Eos into Thraben Inspector, then that's an additional 2 on these. I don't think that I can win, unfortunately, just because of the Unchained Berserkers. But I can't block them. And I'm literally dead to just the Berserkers, so I need my opponent to make a mistake. I'm pretty sure they just block those. They take 6, 8, yeah. Nope, I'm dead. I guess I shouldn't have cast anything. I should have attacked. I should have just attacked with everything but Restoration Angel. Because then I could have blocked with Faceless Haven. So I would have taken 3, 4 potentially. Yeah. Yeah, I could have blocked with Faceless Haven. I think that's better than playing these. Because then you just attack. Yeah, we're definitely dead now. Yeah, it doesn't even matter if what I draw. Yeah, so theoretically, there's a few things I could have done, right? I could have sacked this now, but it didn't actually matter, and I didn't want to remind him that it can do that. I'm essentially just trying to get a little bit extra information. Thank you for continuing to give me extra information. Yeah, so the correct play there was to... Okay, dude. Was to not play Ranger-Captain and Thraben Inspector. It would have been play Faceless Haven, attack with the 3/3. No, these would have been. Yeah, no, those were correct. So attack with a 4/4, the 7/7. Oh, that would have been a 6/6. But like attack with like just those, like just the things on the ground that I didn't care about dying. And then on their turn, I could have blocked this. Well, I guess it doesn't actually matter because I would have died. Okay, so does anything change? Unfortunately, no, and I have no answer to that at all. Sprite Dragon. I need more flyers. Yeah, deadass. I think I need to bring this in just because I need flyers. Exile up to 1 target. I hate that you target. Gonna go down on that. I'm not feeling great about it. Sungold Sentinel. I don't care about their graveyard. When you try so hard, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. Play first, please. It's a good hand. It's potentially a very good hand. Keyword? Potentially. I mean, if my opponent mulligans again... I can't say opponent with mulligan in the queue. If my opponent mulligans for the... Okay. I was about to say. Although, they took so long, they had to have been really considering it. Okay. My Sentinel is alive. We drew a second one of these, so I'll go ahead and Aspirant. Sentinel might die here, but I suppose that's fine. I'm going to put it on the Sentinel. Resolves. Nice. I'd love to see it. Cool. Popped. Thanks for the card draw. You got me my third lands. Hey, why are you just letting me do this? You can't keep letting me get away with it. Mono White isn't supposed to draw these cards. Oh, cool. Thanks again for the card draw. Oh, damn, this is sick. I'll play this first. Cool. Honestly, I think I'm just going to play an Aspirant here and double up on my... on this one. Oh, right, I have Blade Splicer, you dumb A. Yeah, I forgot I had Blade Splicer, which can block the dude. Another reason Blade Splicer is sick. Yeah, okay, these can help me against those annoying pieces of crap. Full-on canals. So they'd opt and play with fire. They must not have a lot of creatures, is my guess. Do I want to Skyclave this? No, I want to Skyclave that. The thing is, this can grow, and it flies. This doesn't always fly. It technically can grow. Wow, they didn't attack me. Okay. I think that I would like to Skyclave. But I think I am going to go for this. Next, I'm going to do this. And do I want to make Selfless Savior a 2/2? No. We're just attacking it with our 3/3s. Who has Delver Secrets now, punk? And they block! And they block! As you can see, more aggressive. I mean, we have 9 on board, right? Look, we have lethal off board, thanks to Lieutenant. But we have 9 on board. Let's say that I'm forced to use... Okay, I mean, if they're just casting that, like, I'm fine. So they block a Luminarch... Nope, they played that. That doesn't, like, do any better, I don't think. So I think I'm just going to play this. Like, Blade Splicer is better for blocking against that. So I think I'm just going to do this. Make those ladies larger. Then I'm going to go to combat. I'd like to make sure my Selfless Savior can attack without dying. Then honestly, I'll just make this larger. Like, I'm not blocking this ever. My opponent's just going to be on the rope. Because they're down to 4. They're down to 4. They have to wipe my board. And that's not going to be very easy, since I have a Selfless Savior. I guess they could also attempt... Yeah, cool. My assumption is that they had a way to kill my Skyclave Apparition, but I had this. So they wouldn't get a second creature, and even if they did... Kill this, and I do that... They have a second creature. I can pump this up, and then I cast, like, 1 human. And then they have 3/4s they have to contend with, and they just can't. Oh, I'm in Platinum. Cool. Who would have thought? Slim Shady would be something you would have bought. No, definitely like this so far. The main thing, obviously with the rotations, because even though, you know, this is not a full rotation format, a new set coming in does modify the metagame, even if slightly. So with that, like, essentially I just have to kind of keep paying attention to the metagame, see if I want to, you know, modify the sideboard anymore, see if I want to continue with the human version, you know. I can still try this deck with access to some of the Innistrad cards that help. Maybe I add Giant Killer, right? Giant Killer was allowed me to murk a thing, maybe cut a single Selfless Savior from the other deck, you know, who knows? I have some gold. I'll hop on in. I don't need this because I have, as I said, 24 player draft tokens. I should buy a single pack for now. Oh! Sorry for sounding like an actual demon. I forgot. Wizards gifted me another cool present. So, you know, free product. But, I mean, I got this, which, you know, cool, whatever. It's the art card, for Delver of Secrets, but, I don't like this dude's face. But I got the Arlen one with Anna's signature, dude. I love it so much. Oh, I loved it. I love the art cards. I know they're worth, like, nothing, but I love them so much. They're just, they're so pretty, you know? Anyway. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for your continued support. If you'd like to join them in supporting the show, you'll find links in the description down below. Do, of course, hope you enjoyed this video, as I did. Be sure to check out the stream today. Probably going to be streaming a little longer than I usually do. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time, I'll be one. Yada, yada, yada.